Quazi here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about a powerful manifestation booster called the slide retargeting method. Before I begin this video, I want to quickly announce that I'm still doing the free giveaway of my book Life Mastery. It's around $12 on Amazon, but you can get it for free if you comment Life Mastery down below. And at the end of the week, we're going to be doing a competition to announce the winner to get this book in the ebook format. So just comment Life Mastery if you want to be enrolled in this competition. Also, I'm excited to announce that the Reality Mastery program is still open for enrollment in May. So I'm still offering a free consult one-on-one. If you're interested in that, wait till the end of the video on the announcement. So with that, let's begin with this video. Now, what is the slide retargeting method? And this is a concept from reality transurfing, but it's a slight tweak from that. So in the reality transurfing paradigm, we have this, oh, by the way, if you didn't know what reality transurfing is, this is basically one of the most powerful models of viewing reality. And also, it's a book written by a Russian quantum physicist who had a series of epiphanies, and it led him to writing this book, this model of viewing reality called Reality Transurfing. His name is Vadim Zeland, so if you haven't read this book, definitely check it out. But this book is basically the Bible of manifestation, and it goes into really, really advanced concepts, which might be difficult to understand, but it, at the same time, helps you navigate your reality and manage your reality in a way like no other. So, in this book, he has this concept of a film and script, and he says that every single, person lives a different script, a certain script, and their life unfolds according to that script. Now, there is the fate model, and there is the reality creator model, as I like to call it. Now, the fate model is the predetermined script, and most people believe this because we've been conditioned to believe that, everything happens, everything just happens, no one really knows why they happen, and it was just predetermined, everything was meant to happen. While some of this is true, if you believe that, then that's what your reality is going to be. But if you believe that you can control and shape the events in your reality, then so be it. And reality transurfing gives you ways to do that. So in this film and script model, we are revealed that every person has their own script, and there's a predetermined script and the script that you choose. If you choose a script, then your life will unfold the way you want it, because we were given the power of free will, and with free will, we can choose however we want our destinies to unfold. And it's all a matter of living consciously. If you live unconsciously, then you're subject to the predetermined script. If you live consciously, then you can influence your reality the way you want and create it the way you want. So in this film and script model, if we go to the reality creator model, in that we influence our realities, there is this concept of a slide, and a slide is one frame of this whole script, this whole movie. Imagine one frame. It's like a sliver, a thin sliver, like you take a picture of it, and you know how they unfold the different pictures by brrr, and films in the olden days, that's how it used to be, but now it's like everything 60 FPS, and it's just very powerful. But anyway, one slide is one frame of this, and a slide is basically a picture that you visualize of your end destination the way you'd want it to be. So whenever you visualize something, you visualize that end destination in one thin sliver, one slide of it. And reality transurfing says that basically if you keep systematically turning this slide in your mind's eye, if you keep doing that enough, you will eventually get to that destination. Now, most people, they do that, but then they do other things that prevent them from getting there. And in this video, we're going to talk about the slide retargeting method. And we can retarget our slides. Basically, what this means is that, sometimes when you do things that aren't helping you get towards your goal and are actually hindering you from getting towards your goal, like focusing on wrong things, focusing on things that are actually getting away from your goal, like negative events, then you can retarget your way back to this final goal. And this is the slide retargeting method. So Vadim Zeland says that if you just systematically turn a picture, a slide in your mind's eye, it'll eventually manifest. Now you keep doing this, but then, bad things happen in your reality and you're like, oh no, is it really manifesting? Why isn't it coming? You've waited long enough. When and how it'll manifest isn't up to you. Your choice, your job is to just make the choice. So when you make the choice, you have to completely trust and allow the universe to give it to you. Most people have a hard time doing that because we've been so accustomed to exerting our own control or our own inner intention. If you don't know what intention, inner intention, outer intention are, definitely check this video up here. But basically, inner intention is your way of trying to change this script in this current frame. So if you really think about it, there is no way you can change this present moment. So really stop and think about that. Like, think about everything that's here right now. You couldn't change anything right now in this exact moment, in this frame, in this slide. It just happened, and it's continually being the past. The present is that which continually becomes the past. So in this present moment, you cannot change the script. Most people struggle is because they want to change everything in the immediate future or this current script. That's where all suffering comes from, trying to change this moment. Even if God came here, he wouldn't be able to change this moment because this moment just is. And once you realize that, you free yourself from a lot of suffering. A lot of people just don't realize that, so they continually keep suffering and they try to change this future few frames. But what you can do with this slide visualization is influence that one frame and just not worry about when it's going to come, but rather just know that it's going to come. Does that make sense? So with the slide retargeting method, what we're doing is whenever unwanted things happen in our lives, we don't focus on them, but rather focus on what is wanted instead. So I would find that in my personal life, whenever I would visualize myself getting a certain result from reality. You know, let's say that in my coaching programs, I hope to get 20 clients this month. And, you know, it's like May 21st or 22nd, and I'm like, oh no, I've only gotten 5 clients, or I've gotten no clients. Oh no, nothing is going my way, blah, blah, blah. And now, you know, reality has different plans for you to get to your final destination, so you don't know what's happening. But if you just retarget this slide every time you have this thought, so every time I have this doubt, like, oh no, am I going to get to my goal? Am I going to get to that? We just don't know when it's going to manifest. That's why it's good to set a specific goal and a specific set of actions, because this is what you know now. But reality has different plans for you, but it will eventually manifest. That's what you need to know, that it'll manifest when the time is right, when the circumstances are right. Because what you must know is that reality always takes the path of least resistance, aka the path that expends the least amount of energy. So I find myself sometimes like, oh no, am I going to achieve my goal this month? What if I don't? Oh no. And then I'm in fear of it. And the more fearful I get, the further away from my goal I get. So instead of focusing on this fear, you know, people just impulsively react to this fear at first, and that's completely natural. Like, you have this negative thought and you impulsively react to it and you say, oh no. But then you stop yourself at that. Whenever you say that first oh no, you don't say oh no again and again and again. Because people say oh no, and then they get into this chain, this feedback loop of hell. They say oh no, and then they say, oh no, I reacted negatively to the negative reaction. And then they react negatively to the negative reaction, to the negative reaction. And this just becomes a whole, gets amplified to the power of 1 million. Instead of doing that, whenever you find yourself, you know, focusing on an unwanted reality, on what you want to avoid, instead focus on what you want. So I found out that I was focusing on the lack of clients, and I was trying to avoid not getting enough clients. Do you see what I mean? So I was trying to avoid not getting 15 more clients instead of wanting to get 15 more clients. So I was thinking more about, in a very subtle sense, I was thinking more about what I wanted to avoid rather than what I wanted instead. I wanted to avoid not getting 20 clients this month rather than actually wanting to get 20 clients this month. And whenever you do that, then you just get further and further away from your goal, because reality acts also as a mirror, and then it reflects your attitude towards it. So if you say, I want to avoid not getting 20 clients this month, it just reflects the purified content of it. It says, not getting 20 clients per month, not getting 20 clients per month, not getting 20 clients per month, and then it reflects and amplifies this and gives it to you in abundance. So in that way, when you focus on something that you don't want, then you're getting further and further away from your goal. So whenever you find yourself, the slide retargeting technique is that whenever you find yourself focusing on something that you don't want, use that as a trigger to wake up. And again, if you don't know what that is, definitely check this video up here. Use that as a trigger to wake up And then you want to visualize what is wanted instead with the help of what is known as the plat. And the plat is your outer intention trigger. So I've made another video on that. Definitely check this up here. But for those of you who do know, use the plat to visualize what is wanted instead. So let's say I'm focusing on, oh no, I didn't get enough clients this month. I just close my eyes, use my plat, and then visualize what is wanted instead. So definitely check those 2 videos up there, or else this won't make much sense. And you know, this is the slide retargeting technique. It's just 2 steps. Whenever you find yourself focusing on something that you don't want, instead use that as a trigger to wake up and then visualize what is wanted instead. So most of the time, you know, people's attentions are on things that they don't want and what they want to avoid. Rather, you want to shift that into what is wanted instead and the reality that you want to experience instead. Because whatever you put your attention on, you create more of. Attention is like a ball of light that makes everything blossom. So with that, that's basically the slide retargeting technique. It's just 2 steps. Just use that negative event, that negative thought, that thing that you don't want whenever you're thinking about it as a trigger to wake up. Click the video up here to learn how to wake up. And then step 2, you want to just visualize what is wanted instead with the help of the plat that's located behind you. And when you do this, you'll find increasingly that you're focusing less on what is unwanted and more on what is wanted. And as a result, your reality just unfolds in the way that is wanted. So with that, that's basically the slide retargeting technique. And I hope this video helped you. And if it did, please leave me a comment below. And also, if you like this kind of stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to hit the bell once you subscribe and to be notified of any new videos that I put out. I'm excited to announce that I'm also growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff. And we also have great members who are contributing great value. It has around 1,200 members. We're shooting for 1,300 by the end of the month. 1,400, 1,500 maybe, who knows. Now I'm manifesting this. But definitely click on the link below to join. Let's get us up to 1,500 members. And yeah, hope to see you there. Also, I'm excited to announce that the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment, as I mentioned before. And if you didn't know what the Reality Mastery Program was, it's basically one of the most powerful methods of manifestation. And what it's based around is one of the ultimate laws of this universe, which is the law of becoming. Everything goes through variation and everything is constantly becoming something. And it's always in a constant state of flux. So if you observe life, you'll see that nothing is temporary. Everything is constantly changing and it's always becoming something. So if you align yourself with that becoming paradigm, then you can achieve whatever it is that you want in your life. And I found out that to be true in my personal life. So whenever I wanted good grades in school, I just shifted into the identity of a 4.0 GPA Quazi and what that Quazi would do and how he would embody himself. And then I got that grade. Whenever I wanted to manifest my dream partner, the exact goal with the qualities that I wanted, I just shifted myself into the attractive version of Quazi, the version that attracts that, and align a whole system that helped me do that. And as a result, I got that. Whenever I wanted to quit my 9-to-5 job after graduation and become a successful entrepreneur, I just aligned myself to the Quazi that is a successful entrepreneur, a successful coach. And then as a result, I got that. So this is all possible for you as well. And I've helped so many clients do this with their lives. So if you're interested, I'm still offering a free consult to see if you'd be a good fit for what is known as identity shifting, which is basically a method to help you get to this level, this sort of manifest that reality and experience the reality you want through basically just shifting your identity in a methodical, systematic way. So if you're interested, definitely click on the link in the description below, and I hope I see you with the free consult. What we're going to be doing in this free consult is just taking 45 minutes to an hour to diagnose your current law of attraction practice and to see if reality mastery and the identity shifting would be a good fit for you. So if you're interested, click on the link in the description below, and I hope I see you there. Till next time, peace.